What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. It has been absolutely fantastic to get all your messages. Thank you so much for all the messages about the injury. It's been, again, tough, but nothing I can't handle. I'll be back as soon as I possibly can, and we'll still be creating content every 3 days for you guys. Schedule might change a little bit when I'm in surgery, but I will do my very best to get that content out to you because I want to provide the most value to you guys. So one really quick thing that we are going to talk about before getting right into the game analysis video is the Q&A Zoom call. I hope that you guys are all super stoked for the second one. I'm currently sitting right around 1996, 1997, and I reckon by the next couple days I will have all of that ready to go, and I will be past 2000, which again, first of all, huge thank you to everybody, and I'm just really excited to get to know more of you, and hopefully more of you can get on the Zoom call. So I will throw the Zoom call link in the description. I'm going to put it for a few weekends from now, so hopefully that works for everybody. It's not going to be during the workday, it'll be during like a Saturday, Sunday, and that way we can all get on and get after it. Really excited to have more conversations with you guys. So make sure to check the link in the description. I will throw all the information down there and get it out to you guys. And if something is really bad on timing, if one of you wants to join but can't because of some really crazy timing, then we'll try to adjust it a little bit. But again, me being in Perth and not in the United States, yet at least, it will be a little bit more difficult, but I really appreciate you guys having patience with this situation before moving back to the US. So anyway, guys, so I hope you enjoy this game analysis video. I've got a couple, again, there are 8 goals in this game, so a lot of the game analysis is going to be breaking down the plays that happened before and obviously during that goal, a couple right afterwards to show the response of one team or the other team, break down some defensive principles, some attacking, some counter-attacking, and we will go from there. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into the voiceover and I will show you all the game footage over here. Talk to you guys soon. All right, fam. So welcome to the voiceover. So this is our game against ECU, as I mentioned before. Make sure again to go check out the information about the Zoom call for the 2000 sub celebration. We're going to do another Q&A for about an hour, hour and a half maybe. So let's hop right into the video. So here we go. We got kickoff, and I just wanted to show this first sequence of play because I think it's a great indication of success with the ball. So it's just good possession, making sure that we get the ball to up the field as best we can. We win the first and the second balls, and then we're off and away, getting that possession going. So I'll let it run for a little bit and show you guys the sort of the first little bit of play here. So great explosion through by our number 8. And then we get this ball into the corner and we're able to win the throw-in. All right, next one is a throw-in from our right back up until there. And I wanted to show you the press really quick. So our center forward goes and presses their right side center back. And you notice his body position. He's trying to make sure that the 6 has to get the ball, and then we're away. We're press. Every single player is, and even if that guy got the ball, that number 11 in the red, no worries. So here's our first goal, excuse me. So the ball comes in, great block by our left back, and then this ball by Ryan Kennedy comes up. Luke Collins takes a great touch, our winger, and then as you can see, we're a 3v3 here, which is fantastic odds. Luke plays a great ball over, and Shane Boyle finishes. So that was our first goal. It was about 5 minutes in. As you probably saw from the last video, there was a lot of goals in this game, so it was a great way to start off the game. Here's another great example of our play. So ball comes into that center forward, and then the center forward plays back to the right back, and then we just recycle the ball all the way around. Fantastic play, and we get a great cross out of this. So notice the body position of the right back, takes a fantastic touch forward, makes that guy bite, and then gets around that number 11 who's pressing him. Great little piece of skill right here to get around this guy. Crosses it in, and our center forward almost gets there at the near post.
All right, here is their first goal. So I'm going to pause it in just a half second. So as you can notice, our center back is about to go in on the tackle. And if you can guess, this is their first free kick goal. This is a situation where we have guys behind. There's no reason he has to tackle that guy right there, especially with how many guys we have around the ball. So this is something that, obviously he knew, but just it was one of those laps in concentration, and we just have to get better at that. So this is their free kick. Unfortunately, the VO doesn't show the guy actually winding up, but it was a decent free kick. Pretty lucky, to be honest. But hey, it went in, so props to him, and we'll let this play out. Yet another example of great possession. So this is off of the kickoff from that free kick goal you just saw. And again, we're just circulating the ball, just making everything really simple, making sure that we're getting the ball into our wingers and getting them onto the ball. And a little bit of overlapping from our outside backs. In this system that we're playing right now, the outside back usually wouldn't go that high. But because Faisal, who's number 7, is a great defender as well. That was an easy move and rotation. Here's their second goal. So starts off from their outside back, gets around our press. That's pretty rare for Luke, to be honest, because he's a very good defender as a wing player. Ball comes up. Diaz should just boot that or have a better touch. Unfortunately, it gets played through his legs, and then it sits perfectly for that guy to come through. So kind of a couple different mistakes right there, just making sure that we get our first touch correct or we clear it as far as possible over that first line of attack that comes forward towards us. It's much easier to defend if you get them turned. All right, this is a great example of a mid-block press. As you can see, our center forward probably goes a little too high, and they're able to play into their 6 eventually. But our mid-block press is really kick-ass right now, and I'm very excited to watch this. So as you notice, our center forward's just sort of showing them to each side, and we're showing them outside right now. They'll play that 6, and he's got to get out of there immediately because there is that press from our number 10. So this is just a great example of how patience in that press, ball gets played out, and we are right on top of it, and he's going to take a touch that's not so good, and then we win throwing out of it. Here's another impressive defensive shape. So as you notice, all of our players are getting behind the ball. Everybody's sprinting back or running back as best they can. And then all of a sudden we're in a block of 4, 2, and 3. So there's our winger finally coming back on the right side, and it's really difficult for them to break down our press because they really don't have any options as we're rotating around each of the players. Fantastic one-on-one defending here with the block, and then it happens again with our center back who is able to clear the ball out, and then we are able to counter, which is fantastic. So we'll watch this play out just a little bit, but just noticing kind of the patience and tenacity, which are 2 very different words. Obviously, they're almost two opposite words, but it's really important to have both when you're defending. Similar to like an Atletico or something who block in a really, really tight 4-4-2 formation. We're a little bit different than that, but structurally it actually looks pretty similar. So here is their third goal, comes off of a corner, bounces around, and then gets sort of shoved in. I think this just, when it's inside the 6, I think we need to be more aggressive getting that ball, whether it's the goalkeeper or the center backs. Either way, just important to make sure that that gets out and doesn't bounce around before getting into the back of the net. All right, we came back right away with another goal. So great move by our goalkeeper to get this and tackle it out and be super patient getting that ball into our 6. Great ball out to our left side winger, Luke Collins. And then great, again, crossfield ball for the counter. And then we win a penalty here. Shane Boyle does a great job getting that ball out of his feet before the person comes and tackles. Ryan Kennedy takes the PK, does a great job placing it right in the corner. And that is 3-2. So 3-2 scoreline, and again, great counter-attacking goal from a great defensive play by our goalkeeper. All right, so this is one thing that I really wanted to show the importance of finishing play. So we are having good spell of possession here. Ryan gets a great ball into Fies. Fies hits it all the way out to Jethro, I believe that is. And the importance of finishing play, again, making sure that we either get a goal or a corner kick or even a goal kick, to be honest. But they counter right through us, get all the way in. Ryan tries to slide, unfortunately doesn't get there. He probably would have gotten carded for that anyway. And then ball comes across, and again, bounce out from the goalkeeper, and then they have an easy finish. So it's one of those things where good teams will punish you if you don't finish the play. And I know a lot of coaches harp on this as well. But finishing the play, again, just means either you score, it goes out for a corner, or it goes out for a goal kick, and you can reset defensively. So here's another goal. This is ours this time, I believe. And great circulation back to the goalkeeper. And now we broke that press, and we're getting this possession going. All right, so comes across, and again, probably could be more accurate there. It's really important to get that ball to the dead side as quickly as possible. Good little sequence of play here. Affian is about to shoot. He's got a great right-footed shot, and goes out. You force the goalkeeper, who really wasn't super fantastic, I didn't think, to make that play up, and then we're going to win that ball with a 3v1 pretty easily. Ryan has a great ball in, gets out to Aff again. Ball comes into Ryan. Probably could have gone down there for a foul, but I'm really glad he doesn't, because he hits that ball to Fies, and what a worldy Fies hits right here. So again, cutting in on his right foot, and then bang, upper V. So fantastic goal by him. Great sequence of play from us. Great counter pressing, winning that second ball, first and second ball, on the goalkeeper's hit, especially when he gets it out, because he kind of panicked there. So again, really, really great spell of possession. All right, so here is their other free kick goal. This free kick was fantastic, but I didn't think this was worthy of a foul. This guy just kind of sells himself and unfortunately gets the foul. Probably could have been smarter here. Again, he wasn't turning. He was turning away from goal. He wasn't forcing us backwards. And here is this free kick, goes straight into the upper corner. Just an absolute fantastic free kick. So that's actually the same guy that hit the first one. And yeah, props to him. So the game is now 5-3, I believe, and that was the final score. I've got one more clip for you guys, though, just to illustrate one more thing. All right, last one is the importance of build-up play and patience. So you can see that ball from them comes the diagonal ball, and then we just settle that and get it back to our goalkeeper for a little bit of less pressure as we're presenting an attacking minded play. 6 comes through, gets it back to our goalkeeper. And again, we're just rotating the ball here. It's really important to be, obviously we've got to get the ball up. We've got to be patient with it. But this was actually a clip from somewhere around the 80th minute. So we still have 10 minutes left, which is a lot. And I think slowly moving up the field, breaking down their press is super important. As you can see, our 6 does a good job not panicking, not playing that diagonal ball. And there's actually a diag that our other center back plays in this sequence of play that make it that illustrate, at least to you guys, and hopefully this illustrates why it's important not to panic on the ball. You still have time. You still have, the energy to move that around. Ian turns, does a great job as he's getting that pressure, gets back to the goalkeeper. And again, so this is where we hit that diagonal ball, that hopeful ball, and all of a sudden it becomes a counterattack, and they almost get a 6th goal out of it, which again is something. So we need to win that ball right there. But again, it is really important to make sure that we're, especially in the middle third and the attacking third, it's really, really important to make sure we're super patient. Great save by the goalkeeper, and the ball goes out.
All right, guys, that is it for the video. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that match analysis. I know that is one of the top recommended videos that I get from you guys. That's what you want to see. So I will continue doing that as I have access to the game footage. Of course, if that changes when I do move home, then I will try to get some footage of some other games, maybe some pro games in La Liga or the Premier League, just to break down some certain positions or certain players. So if that's of interest to you, definitely let me know down in the comments below. As well, other videos that you guys want to see, other series that you guys want to see, definitely pop that in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much again for joining me today. As always, guys, be awesome. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.